Well, good morning, Saturday morning, the 6th of November 2021. And here we are on both sides of the pond. My name's Alan. And we're going to have a drive through Dallas, Texas. Just coming into the outer parts of the city. It's a beautiful morning, a bit chilly, 46 degrees out there. Sure it'll get a little bit warm as the sun comes out, but it was a little bit chilly this morning when I went to do my pre-trip inspection of my truck. So I'm gonna be quiet for the most part, let you just drive through Dallas. We are heading to Chicago, and I'm gonna run up to straight north to I-44 to St. Louis to Chicago. Got about 960 miles left. Once we're done with Chicago, I've got a couple of loads that will one that'll bring me to Covington near Memphis, and then pick up a load from Covington and take me back to Florida, because I've got a couple of issues with this truck. One, I've got a slipping belt, which when the engine is under load makes a noise. Reported it the last time was on home time, and I think they adjusted the tensioners and it was all right. It was a little bit better for a while, but it just gets progressively worse. So eventually I'm thinking the belts are perished, so the replacement belt is where I would have thought would be the best course of action, because I don't want the belt to snap while I'm on some back road in the middle of nowhere at 3 a.m. So that's one of the issues I want to look at. But the main problem I'm having right now is we don't have APUs in here, and my truck is going into battery saving mode after the engine's been off for about 4 or 5 hours, which leaves me with no electricity. So with me having no APU, I've got no cooling, so I have fans running, but they obviously switch off when I've got no electricity. Got no lights, and I use a sound machine with white noise, you know, that noise you get when your TV's off channel, and I put that on during the night, and it drowns out any noises outside, so I can get a much better night's sleep. So that goes off, the fans go off, the cab gets hot, and it's causing problems with being able to sleep. So I'm heading back to Florida to get those things taken care of. I may get a new truck, I don't know. What I've asked for is either to retrofit. They have an auto start feature that is being rolled out by Knight and many other companies, I would imagine, I don't know. But what that does is, instead of when the batteries get to a certain level, instead of cutting the electric off, it just starts the engine of the truck. And I've heard it takes a little while to get used to. So it's a bit odd at first, at 3 o'clock in the morning the truck starts up. You know, but I certainly would prefer that over just losing electricity. I took a chunk out of my skull the other day, and it was basically because I got up, there's no light, pitch black in the truck, and didn't realise one of the overhead cabinet doors was open, and I stood up and the corner of the door just went straight into my skull, and I said, "Ouch, you rotter." Of course I did. So that's what's going on, and right now I'll pick this load up. I've actually got beer. I picked it up from the Shiner Breweries in Shiner, Texas, which is in between San Antonio and Houston. And I've got a truckload of Shiner beer, which I'm taking to Chicago, Illinois. 2 drops one's in Villa Park and one's in Chicago. So yeah, 956 miles left to go. Last time I picked up from Shiner, I went to Memphis, and I almost replicated exactly the load and the route-ish of Smokey and the Bandit. They had coolers in their truck, and I didn't have anybody in a Pontiac Trans Am with a weird mustache driving in front of me, or a fat cop chasing me. Because nothing I'm doing is illegal. But it's illegal to transport this beer to Chicago. Chicago, Illinois. So I'm gonna, some people would take the ring road around Dallas. It's a real big detour. It is a Saturday morning, and I found that going through the city, unless there's been an accident or roadworks, is usually the preferred option. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to shoot straight through the center of Dallas and come out at the other side and avoid the ring road. I think it's usually the better option, because the ring road is rather large and it's a lot of extra miles. I'll tell you when I get to the other side, or you'll see if I actually have any views by then. Or you're watching this after I've saved it and recorded it on and published it. Downtown Dallas, 11 miles, 11 miles, 11 minutes. So yeah, so far downtown Dallas, there's no traffic holdups according to those signs, which is a good sign. Thank you, sign. You're a very good sign. As you can see, but if you're looking at the road signs there, we're just coming up to the outer ring, the outer loop, which is Interstate 20. We ain't going to go on there. We're just going to stay straight on 35 east or 35E. There's your first shot of downtown Dallas in the background there. I don't know if you can see it. But we're going right through the middle. Windshield a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of the dust. Give you a better picture. Worse, but when it dries out, hopefully it'll be better.
1.5 miles, keep right on I-35E. In 1/4 mile, turn right on West Sanger Avenue, then take the first right. Turn right on West Sanger Avenue, then take the first right.
Don't worry about the GPS, it's all confused because this is a new highway. Doesn't know where it is. I don't know why I even have the volume on, to be honest with you.
In 4 miles, take exit 428 on the right toward US 75 North. Fuck that bad. I hate it when they throw you off camber like that. Those other trucks going to tip over. Take exit 428 on the right toward US 75 North, then keep left. Take exit 428 on the right toward US 75 North, then keep left. Keep left toward US 75 North. In 1 mile, keep left toward US 75 North. In 1 mile, keep left toward US 75 North.
So once you said it twice, I'm going to have to fix this camera mount. So it stays still. Just won't stay still.
Keep left toward US 75 North. Be in either of the 2 left lanes. Continue on North Central Expressway. continue on US 75.
There you go. Awesome. Throat feels a little bit sort of cold or something. I haven't got COVID.
Be in any of the 3 left lanes.
Okay. And a couple of options I could take. This one has a little less interstate travel, a little bit more stoppy-starty through some places run up here on 75. But it's not bad, you know. It's not bad all the way through to pretty much Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we pick up 44. It was a much more interstate-centric route, which would have run us up 35, is it? To Little Rock, Arkansas, where we would have picked up 40 through to Memphis and then run north up 55 to St. Louis and then travelled on from there. But this is the shorter route, and I know the roads I'm going on, and I know they're pretty good. Sometimes some of your shorter routes you can knock 60 miles off, but the roads kill you. The single carriageway, they could be through bad locations, through too many cities where you've got traffic lights, etc., etc. But this one's not too bad, so this is the route I'm taking. Came through the south end of Dallas and suburbs, and now we're on the north end. The next major city we'd look to is Plano, Texas, which was the headquarters of Electronic Data Systems, a company I started working with when I first moved to America and worked for 11 years. My last position with them